Do you mute us so we can actually just talk?
Crack a couple beers, we'll talk about the sport. Maybe some other things, don't take us to court.
Welcome back to another. Oh my God, Stobie! Thanks for helping me there. Welcome back to another episode
now I know
of.
what Stobie looks like when he's going down on his missus.
Oh my God!
That is horrendous.
Oh my God!
Well, welcome back.
Welcome back to the
G'day,
Weekend Warriors. Yeah, so if you're on YouTube right now, you would have seen Stobie licking the camera basically, and if you're on the podcast, stay on the podcast. You don't need any of that shit in your life. Look, we're back again. False starters. We started playing the music. I've been told off for the sound. We've had Stobie lick the camera already, and Caleb's asked if we can play something like Return of the King sort of music sort of stuff because he thinks he's back and big again. So we're back though, lads. All right, before we get introducing us to everyone, look, just want to say it is November, which means it's Movember, and look, Stobie will join us at the end of the month with his, and we've kind of got started. Look, it's such an important cause, and part of having a bit of fun, a bit of comedy, and a bit of punting chat is that we're also here to create a bit of an environment where we can have a bit of a yarn and a safe space to enjoy each other's company. And Movember's the best at doing that during the month of November in terms of raising money and awareness. So we've got a team page. If you can jump on our bio and you want to join us, we're not just saying, "Oh, give us money." We actually want you to be a member as part of this community that we're trying to build. So jump on, become a member. It's easy as you can get an app on your phone. A little incentivized here for you is that we're giving away 2 tops for the month of November. So we've got one going out to the best moustache during the month of November. So at the end, we'll get everyone to send them through. Caleb and I will vote on it. Stobie doesn't know what a moustache is, so we'll stay off it. And then also to the team member who joins the Weekend Warriors and raises the most money. So like on your profile as part of the team, that goes towards the team effort. The person with the most is going to get a top as well to say thank you for what you're doing for men's physical and mental health. All right, that's me done with Movember, but please jump on. We bloody love it. We've already got about 1,600 raised in like 4 days. That's unbelievable, but we know we can do more. So please, please, please join. All right, lads.
Get around it.
Good. I'm so pissed to be back. I can't believe I've been missing.
Yeah,
sorry, boys.
I wish you never came back, to be honest.
I rang Caleb yesterday to make sure he was still jumping on. Just wasn't sure if he was still a Weekend Warrior after missing 2 episodes. And I was like, "Oh, should we call the episode like Return of the King or something like that?" The change in tone that you had, Len, when you're like, "Oh yeah, or we could do a Return of the Mayor," like so excited to make it about him. So shocky doodles there.
I think you just call it Return of the T-shirt because it looks like either his missus has pinned him off or he's had to give her the hard word.
Nice to see you wearing it, fella.
Washed but not iron, unfortunately.
Yeah,
so we'll have to get on the blower.
Yeah, how are we, boys? Caleb, Stobie, you're back?
Yeah, mate, absolutely. Back again. Shady's back, but he's a bit short on cash this week because petrol prices are through the fucking roof. Holy fuck me. We want to talk about something. You need the punters, you need the horses to come in just to pay for petrol at the moment. $2.87 to top up a litre. It's corrupt, mate. Corrupt.
Yeah,
that's your name and that's your story. Stobie, how are you, fella?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I would be better if I'd punted on Very Elegant on Tuesday, but hey, you win some, you lose most, and this time I definitely lost. And it is what it is. I did have a little cry, but hey, other than that,
not over it, obviously.
No, I'm good.
Stobie had a genuine sulk on Tuesday when I'm asking the boys to record themselves for a bit of content, make sure we get some engagement on a bit of Melbourne Cup, and I got absolute crickets because one of them won some money and the other definitely didn't. And I'm sitting there with my finger in my ass going, has it started yet? Anyway, so let's get stuck into it. So as always on a Thursday, we're recording tonight is our preview for the weekend. So we've got a couple of segments tonight, but our main one's on a Monday team. So we're going to get into some previews, bit of summaries on what's going to come with sport and the ponies, plus some margins for our leaderboard, which I'm still winning, just in case anyone had forgotten. Before we get into some sports, lads, I've got a little bit of let's try this. Let's see if it doesn't fall flat on my face with it. It is a bit of a segment called Rate It. Alrighty. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give you a word or an item, and you're going to tell me whether it's rated correctly, whether it's overrated or underrated. All right. Nice quick segment. We'll get into it. Caleb, get us started. Here we go. The mince and cheese pie.
Overrated. Mate, been around for too many years and it's gone from $1 at the dairy to now $4.50 at the bakery. Fuck it.
Thank you for that. Netflix.
Overrated. Not enough good shows. Few and far between. It's a diamond in the rough.
Okay. Glass is half empty. Naps.
Underrated. Set aside for old people, but really fucking delightful if you can get around them.
Yeah, absolutely. Bare feet.
Oh, fucking underrated. Bare feet, mate. You barely see a shoe on my foot in summer. It's an all year round. Underrated.
Fantastic. Yeah, with the crop season started and in fashion, I wanted to know about what was under. And to finish for you, mate, lawn bowls.
Underrated. It's a great game. Needs more marketing. Get around it.
Fucking oath, that will be us over summer, mate. You shut up, Stoby. Yeah, that's us over summer again, mate. I came and joined my business house team last summer and we had a good hoon. Alrighty, Stoby, over to you, mate. You got the context of the game?
Oh, no, I'll figure it out though. Windows quite complicated.
Alrighty, Stoby. First one, a croissant.
Oh, overrated. Fucking yeah, it's not my vibe.
Cool, thanks for that. Board games.
Oh, underrated. They are a fucking great time. Probably getting a bit old, but you know, fucking yeah, it's a great time to get around it. You can maybe add some drinking in if you want, but nah, good time.
All right, someone could add drinking, Stoby wouldn't. All right, doing shots.
Overrated.
Yeah,
it's just a way to end your night pretty quickly, and you know, nah, overrated.
All righty, SingStar.
SingStar.
So overrated, underrated, or rated?
Nah, that's well, right now, I probably haven't played it in 10 years, Windows, but back in the day, definitely underrated. That was a great time.
There we go. And to finish, nights out with the boys. School stitch up, pretty much.
Nah, fucking define night out, but
no. Don't get definitions. Just answer the question. Nights out with the boys. You know what it is. On the piss in town.
Rate it.
You rate it? It's just normal. It's just like it is what it is.
Yeah, just rate it. Like, you know, get around it. Okay. I wouldn't say it's like an underrated thing or an overrated thing. It's just, you know, get around it.
Yeah. If you turned up to one, you might actually be able to pick a side. Anyway, alrighty. Yeah. Moving right along. Thank you for that, gentlemen. That was rated. Boom, boom, boom. All right, over to you, Len. Let's get in some code.
Yeah, mate. The last round robin for the NPC this week before we head off to the semi-Radradras. So there's a lot to play for, actually. Hawke's Bay are the only team, my boys, the Hawke's Bay, the Magpie, the only one of 5 cities that Len's from in the semis. The Mako, Stoby's team, I believe that is, can still crack it, but they need to beat Wellington and then hope a few results go their way. In the first game, we've got Waikato coming up against Otago, and I've got Otago actually to beat them by 1-12. So that's what I've gone. What have you boys gone?
I also agree with Len, which is a shock because I fucking hate you, but you know, yeah, I went Otago 1-12. Waikato haven't been great, and Otago have actually proven me wrong the last couple of weeks and playing some pretty good footy. So I have stuck with them. Tough because I suppose no, it won't be at home, will it? Because fucking no one can go to the Waikato. So nah. Otago 1-12.
Good man. That's paying 4.33. Jack, do you see it any differently, mate?
Yeah, look, I see it probably. I'll be incorrect, but I got to say something, right? So I'm going Waikato 1-12 at 2.40.
It's actually at $3, mate.
Have you got it at $3?
Yeah, Waikato 1-12 is at $3. Waikato 13 plus is at 2.40. So have another 60 cents, mate.
Oh yeah, I need to unlock my TAB account.
That's right. We'll give you 2.40. We'll give you 2.40 though, just because we're kind. And Tasman Wellington. This will be probably close to game of the round for mine, because obviously that Hawke's Bay Northern games are friendly. And I love nothing more than obviously seeing my two home cities, the Bay and the Taniwha, go up against each other. But anyway, back to Tasman Wellington. I've gone Wellington in this one again. I think that they have been playing some really good footy. The Mako have been pretty inconsistent. So Wellington, 13 plus, I'm going to go big, 7.50. Wellington 13 plus. Suck me, fuck me. Stovey.
That's aggressive as fuck. I've gone the complete opposite end of the spectrum. I think Tasman have underperformed. I think they're a big time team who have won the tournament a couple of times in a row now. So I think they'll turn up for this game. They know they need to win, and they're going to turn up with a big performance and beat them 13 plus.
Woohoo. Opposite end of the spectrum, which means Jack in the middle.
Yeah, look, I'm going Tasman 1 to 12. I have it at $3 if that's correct. Yes.
Very good from you, mate. Canterbury Bay of Plenty is the next on our schedule. Look, tough game this. Canterbury, we all fucking went against them last week and shock, they won, the fuckers. Bloody pricks. But, you know, going to be another shake-up this week, but I'm going back with them. Canterbury 1 to 12 for me, $3. Jack?
Yeah, same as me, mate. I can't. These guys are going to fuck me in the ass again, but I don't believe I could pick them either way right now. They've just been, up and down, and then there's one time I go against them, they screw me.
Yeah, I know. They've it's caused us a riot that, and but yeah, I mean they should be too good for Bay of Plenty on paper. So, Stovey, do you see it any differently, mate? You're going to buck the trend?
No, I think Canterbury win. They are the class team out of the two. Bob only just getting up over Northland. I've gone 13 plus Canterbury at 240. Yeah,
240 for that one.
Too good.
Very, very good. And I guess just a bit of this one here is just another tick in the box, really. Taranaki versus Southland. Southland are paying $5.35 head to head. Taranaki only $1.13 head to head. So I think there's one that we can all tick the box for will be Taranaki 13 plus in this. Am I right there, boys?
Yeah, sorry to our man down south, Connor, who backs the Southland boys, but they're going to be hurting after this weekend, fella. Hope you're all right.
They're going to get fucking pongoed, let's be honest. 13 plus $1.57. Good multiplier for the Maltese this weekend. So it should be good round of NPC to finish us off. International rugby, pretty packed schedule as well this weekend, boys.
Very exciting.
Obviously, the first game there is going to be that Ireland-Japan game, which I believe is on actually the same time as we take on Italy.
Cool.
So we'll just quickly go margins on this. I've gone Ireland 31 to 40. I think the Japs played good against the Wallabies, but I think the Irish should be probably a step too good here and should run away with it in the end at $6.50. Looks like some good value. Excuse me, the beer's just coming back up, but that's no surprise. Jack, how have you got it, mate?
Yeah, I was surprised with how well Japan went against Australia and gave them a real run for their money, which makes me really not confident about this pick. But I reckon you've got it on the money, and I've picked poorly here. But I've gone 40 to 50 at 11s. If I get this, I'll be fucking stoked. But I actually like your one now that hearing it at $6.50.
Thanks, mate. Stovey?
I have gone completely different. So I've gone Japan 1 to 10 at $9.50. So Japan actually played Ireland a couple of months back, and the margin was 8. So Ireland only beat Japan by 8. It was 39-31. And Japan have come out and played a pretty good game against Oz. And I think that they could potentially turn the tides and win that.
It'd be tough ass though in Dublin, eh?
Yeah, my one's fucked.
Like
I can't believe it came out of my mouth.
Like they had Aussie at home. You know, they had the fucking screaming Japs behind them. Whereas this one they're against Ireland, and they're gonna have a bunch of Irish fucking leprechauns yelling at them. So
last game was in Ireland as well. It was in Dublin.
Which one?
By 8. Ireland versus Japan. Yeah, they only lost by 8.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh well,
that's some good research there, Stobie. Hopefully it comes to fruition for you.
Well done, the stat man. Italy versus New Zealand, boys. Jack, what have you got the margin as here, mate?
Yeah, 51 to 60, 433.
Nice. Gary, Sobe, what have you got for us?
I went 60 to 70 at 450.
Yeah, I've gone the same there. I think it'll be a riot, and I reckon we get up another. Ask the ask the followers for their 3-leg multi again. Obviously, I will be amongst that again after my crucial pick of Dalton Papali'i that you boys happily rubbished me on and didn't back me at all. And then you came crying home as soon as, did you bet on it? Did you bet on it?
Yeah, no one was awake. I was by myself, just sitting there. Honestly, I was probably doing that, excited as you can be, yelling at the TV, and then had panic because I wasn't sure if you'd placed it, and none of you pricks were awake.
Yeah,
I was awake, mate.
Yeah, I was AWOL as usual. So
yeah, shock you at AWOL. England, Tonga here, boys. What have we got? Tonga have been playing some pretty goddamn awful footy, so they should get a spanking here. Jack?
Yeah, look, Tonga's reinforced. Ben Tamiafuna, Solomon Akata, and a couple of other blokes have come into the squad to strengthen a little bit. Obviously not going to be enough to get a result, but I don't think it's going to be as big as other weeks. So in England, I don't know what they're going to come out like. You just never know. Sometimes they can be a bit shaky, but I've just gone with the favourite here, 50 to 60, $4.33. That's a lot, though.
Very good. Stobie?
Yeah, I won 61 to 70 at 4.33. Scotland beat Tonga by 46 the other day. And so I think England are a touch better than that. So I think, 61 to 70. Not too shabby.
Not bad. I actually, I think it'll be a bit tighter. I think Tonga have had a couple of games now, so they should be gelling a little bit more as a unit. And I think this is this the English's first game, I think. So I've got them 41 to 50, being a little bit rusty, maybe not playing their strongest lineup. And 41 to 50 at fives for me. So I think it'll be a similar scoreline to that as they had against Scotland, Tonga.
Nice.
Wales, South Africa. This will be an interesting game. These two historically have been quite tight, particularly recently. I've gone South Africa 1 to 12 at 275. Do you boys see it any differently?
I'm
Jack?
with you on that one, mate. Result and margin being South Africa 1 to 12. South Africa not looking great in the rugby championship. Obviously, they narrowly kind of beat us and stuff, but playing that boring rugby and got beaten by Australia. Wales obviously being Wales and still a strong side. 1 to 12 for South Africa.
Very nice, Stobie.
I went 13 plus South Africa. I do think that they will be too good. Like the All Blacks last week did a bit of a demo job in the end, and that last little bit and ran away with it. I did toss and turn because they play like that's Northern Hemisphere rugby where it's just kicking and kicking and kicking. So it was a tricky one, but I'm sort of hoping that South Africa do run in a couple of tries on top of those penalties back and forth and get that 13 plus.
Very good. It'll be an enthralling game, no doubt. One that will help you stay awake, that's for sure. But France, Argentina, I reckon this could be smoky for game of the round potentially. Although the bookies say otherwise.
Very one-sided.
They got France. France is heavy favourites, which is really, really interesting. I've got Argentina actually getting up 1 to 12, and you wouldn't believe what that's paying. That's paying $9, almost as much as my donkey just a canter that stormed home at 21s.
Shocking. Reminded about that.
Yeah, that was last week's deal, mate. Move on.
Last month,
mate, if that was last week's, you're gonna love this week's. Fucking hell.
Dear.
Argentina 1 to 12 at 9, so I reckon that will help that will finish the weekend off nicely for the fellas. Stobie, what have you got?
Yeah, I went with you, mate. I think Argentina play, obviously they didn't go too great in the rugby championship, but they're a good side, and I just don't think we saw their best. And France are okay. They're obviously a good side. I can't believe that they're favourites by that much. So I thought $9.
Mate, they're paying $1.07 head to head.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. So yeah, just based on like the fact that Argentina are in the rugby championship, they usually go okay. I do enjoy watching the RGs play. I went 1 to 12. I thought $9 is just outrageous.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what the hype is around the Frogs. I mean,
what's the point start on that? Because that'd be interesting if they're paying such. It must be like 20 something.
Stobie, how about Caleb's racial slurs tonight with the Frogs, the Japs, the Leprechauns? Fuck me, Len.
Yeah, he's all right though. He's a minority, so he can say whatever he wants.
Wait till we get to the UFC.
Oh no! We've banned one thing from you. That's for bloody sure.
point start is 17.5.
Fuck, that's a lot, man. Like that's value. Like if you
for the Frogs to Pongo the Pumas, it's crazy.
Even if you change that, you go like a point start of 12 maybe or something, you probably get like $3, which is
I'd put a couple of croissants on the Pumas, get enough over the fucking Frogs. Anyway, Jack, what have you got for us, bud?
Look, I am. I think
he's still breathing. He's still sucking it in.
What's it 1 to 12 for the French to win?
For the Frogs.
Is that 340 or is that less?
1 to 12 is 340.
Yeah, that's what I've got. I think the Argentinians are much better than the TAB is giving them credit for, and the French, I don't think are as good as they're being rated here. So, 1 to 12.
I can't wait for the French to Pongo Argentina by about 40 points. Like fucking idiots. You heard it here first. We tipped it out already. Scotland, Aussie boys. Aussie obviously leaving behind a couple of their key players. But they should still be too strong for Scotland, is what I think here. I've still got Aussie 13 plus, and it's got a bit of jam in it at 360, I reckon. So interested to hear what you've got for me, Jack.
Yeah, look, I've got Scotland 1 to 12 here. I think Quade Cooper was just a massive part of their change in fortunes, and I went on and on about that during the Rugby Championship. So for me, him gone. I can't remember who else is not playing as well, but there's a couple others that are there. Curtly Bill might come back into the side from what I hear, but he's been out for a while. Scotland coming off a big win against the Tongans. Australia didn't beat Japan by as much as they should have, I think, as well. So this could be a little upset here at $3.25, Scotland 1 to 12.
Interesting.
I like it. That will be very interesting. One to get you back into the fight again, Jack Stobes.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I had Aussie 13 plus, just thinking that they've got to walk away with it. But I'm sort of like looking through now, and I'm thinking, fuck, Scotland aren't too shabby. I think Scotland, not Scotland, I think Aussie 1 to 12. I think Aussie will be too good, but 13 plus, maybe not, especially over there. I reckon Scotland, Aussie 1 to 12. I don't know what it's paying. I had Aussie 13 plus at 360, but I'm changing it 1 to 12.
I don't know if the odds had come out yet, or I hadn't got the odds if they had. But very good. Oh well, it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top on Monday night when we're back again, and hopefully I show up this time. But we'll wait and see. It's too early to call that. Jack, another round of EPL, mate.
Yeah, look, great weekend of the games after, from the review, as we said, it was first to drop points and we saw that. So it'll be interesting to see how the teams bounce back at the top. Big Champions League couple of days, means quick turnaround times for this round. So it'll be interesting to see how that gets on, especially with what we've got going on. Biggest game of this week is the Saturday early kickoff, and they always call, don't bet on the early kickoff. So we've got the Battle of Manchester here, the Blues versus the Reds. It's Manchester City versus Man United. Man United obviously being the big brother for so long and not had that recent success where City's overcome them with that big overseas investment. That will be an absolute, I think that will be a fantastic game with a bit of spirit in it as well. United need to bounce back and fix their season and fix their club. City want to be on a roll and show them who's boss of the city. Then we've got Everton and Spurs as a game I think that will go well. Mid-table clash with, or mid to high table clash with two teams that should be pushing for European spots. So I think that'll be a nice, good contest, especially with Spurs' new manager coming in, Conte, who's I think he's got in the top 3 or 4 Premier League win records ever, but was binned off by Chelsea. So it'll be really interesting to see how he comes in first week on the job. And then West Ham, Liverpool. So West Ham, playing above and beyond, above the belt almost, coming in at 4th at the moment. Liverpool at 2nd. That'll be a great contest with, West Ham, but the underdogs, but Liverpool with a jam-packed schedule recently. So the table looks like this: Chelsea on 25 points, Liverpool 22, City and West Ham on 20. Then the gap between 5th and 11th is only 3 points. So there's a lot to play for in those kind of Europa League and Europa Conference spots. Hopefully it's a good week of footy. That's my name. It's my story. Yo.
Have you been watching much of it?
Yeah, I tried to get the highlights of the Premier League stuff, and then this morning I was watching a bit of the Champions League of Liverpool, and then checked the scores.
Okay. No, I'm just wondering, like, I'm looking through like the scores and stuff, and fuck me, there's been a lot of goals this season. Like a lot. Like there's massive winning margins. Like there's a lot of scores that are like 4, 5.
Be interesting to see what that's like on year comparison, but been entertaining stuff. Like I've been bloody enjoying it. You get on Spark Sport, watch the highlights. They do good, like, you know, highlights packages and shit. It's been great.
No, it does look quite good actually. Maybe the overs unders, boys.
Yeah, TAB's no good for footy compared to getting on 365, where you get a lot more options there, but which I haven't got. I haven't even got a TAB at the moment. But yeah, that's the footy. Stobie, you're going to get us some 2020 cricket.
Yeah, bloody oath. T20 World Cup is going real well. It's been some interesting results, and yeah, it's been exciting. I think there was that big game, New Zealand versus India. In fact, the boys came through, which was bloody good. I didn't back the boys, which is not great, but when you look at it, you look at the history, 2-0.
I did, just in case anyone has forgotten.
Oh yeah,
no, you only back them if you got to pick the team. I listened to the pod, and you didn't get to pick the team. I spoke to Gary, and I said, "Hey mate, you just keep Daryl up the top there, buddy. He'll do his job."
Oh, Stobie ripped it a new one. I know I wasn't supportive, but you really went for it. Fuck, it was funny.
I did, to be fair.
How good was Guppy?
Oh yeah, nice. He was good.
Guppy, nice. 93 over the
he looked knackered, eh? He lost, was it 6 kilos?
4.4, but close
was it
enough.
4? Oh, fuck it, it's close enough. It's fucking heaps.
That game as well, though, like New Zealand started real shabby. Like we were in the show. I looked at the scores.
Mate,
like, oh my!
I watched the replay. Fuck me, Scotland butchered that. They should have probably beaten us. To be fair, they were fucking going well. Good going.
Well, we only won by 16 runs in the end.
Yeah, and Williamson got a duck, and Conway only got 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. So it was pretty much a one-man show.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, good we got up against India. That was that key game that I was talking about. But yeah, we've obviously got a few more games to go before we get to the semis. Pakistan haven't really got through. They're the only team that have. I would say it's out of India and New Zealand for the next semi spot in the other pool.
Yeah.
Ideally, we beat Afghanistan and then we should be sweet. I think that's the next one for us, and that'd be cool to get through that semi. So I really didn't think we would, but we've gone pretty well. So that's that key game for us. But anyway, England look good.
Shit, Butler's unreal.
Yeah, they look real good. Tidy setup they've got going on. Butler, he's naughty.
All right, so we picking the fucking top scorer of NZ Namibia, or are you going to keep waffling on?
Oh, mate, I'm telling the story. My name is my story.
You can tell the story after the weekend.
New Zealand,
get the pen out of your fucking mouth.
God,
done a podcast before?
Not your teeth, mate, your tongue.
Anyway, now that the boys have gotten over themselves, New Zealand versus Namibia is the next game. Top New Zealand scorer. What do we got, boys?
You can't go past Guptill. I'm going to go Guptill again because, mate, man's in form now and he's playing fucking Namibia. Isn't that your home country, fucking Stobart?
No. That's like saying you're from fucking, I don't even know where you're from.
Good him.
Thanks for coming. That's my first wicket of the season.
What is Guppy paying, fella?
I actually don't know. They haven't released odds yet.
All right,
they have. It's about $3.
I just haven't checked.
It's about
$3. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
What do you reckon, Bills?
I've got Conway. Look, he's in the top 10 ranked, and he hasn't fired yet. I reckon
he's going to get enough of a bat though.
Yeah, they do. He's going to come in and go all right. You know, he's top 10 in the world. He's going to get an opportunity and he's going to take it, whether it's this game or the next. So I'm going to back him, and I'll probably back him the next one. But, you know, he's like I said, in the top 10 for a reason. And at 550, I think there's a bit of value there.
Yeah. To be fair, Namibia's bowling lineup isn't too shabby. Like, they've got that South African bloke that bowls decent wheels. They got David Weiss as well that's going decent guns as well.
And these tracks aren't easy to bat on. Although they went well in this game, and there's been a couple of recent big scores. They haven't been generally big scores, and with a new ball on a tougher wicket to bat on, knock the top off.
Is it a used deck that we're playing on?
Fuck knows, mate. But
knows?
even then, batting at 4 is not that low. So yeah, no, he's my top score.
Cool. Nice one.
Very good.
Yeah, I've gone the same. I think he gets his chance and he goes big. It like Len says, potentially if they don't get any wickets, then yeah, Guptill or one of those top boys will smack it around and get it. But yeah, we should do a job. And then India versus Scotland should be fairly straightforward for India, although they've been fucking pretty woeful, to be honest, on wickets that should suit them. But what do you got?
To be fair though, they fucking piled the runs on against Scotland overnight. Not Scotland. Who do they pile the runs on against? Afghanistan, 210 or something they scored.
And Afghanistan's,
their bowling lineup's not bad. Like they got Mohammed Nabi, they got Rashid Khan.
They smoked
got a few
Rashid
others.
Khan.
Yeah, he went fucking miles. Sorry, Jack, who have you got top run score?
I've got Whaley. Surely that bloke comes good. He didn't bat in the last game either. He let the other boys have a hack. So
good stat that I saw was games that Kohli's batted in. India have lost all of them. Games that Kohli hasn't batted in, India have won in this World Cup.
Fuck it.
All right. Well, that's us never reaching the Indian audiences.
Oh dear.
Kohli can suck my willy.
So all right. Fucking hell. Okay. Who have you got, Len?
I got KR Rahul.
Oh yeah. You've been sucking his willy.
Yeah, no, but to be fair, both this NZ Namibia and India Scotland game is so dependent on the toss as well. Like, if Namibia and Scotland bat first, chances are they're going to get fucking rolled, and it's going to be a low scoring game anyway. So you back one of the openers to score, to top score. So you really like for Kohli or for Conway, I think they probably NZ and India have to bat first and pile on the runs. Maybe hope for an early wicket or something, but. Who knows?
That's a good
I'm happy to be proven wrong, but yeah. Stobes, who have you got?
Yeah, you say that like it's interesting though, because a lot of these sides are just batting their 20 overs. They're like, it doesn't look like they're trying to like what do we got? Namibia versus Pakistan, and Pakistan are cleaning everyone up, 144 for 5 after 20. Like it looks like they're just keen to be there. But anyway, we'll see how we go. I went Kohli, surely he gets going, $4. To prove Len wrong. What do we got? England, South Africa. We got a top scorer for the game and the results. Now, it should be a good game, should be a cracker. Both sides have been not too shabby. Obviously, England's probably the top pick, but what you guys got? Len, let's go to you since you've got all the ideas.
Yeah, it's interesting. This will be a good game. South Africa, I think, building quite nicely. And England, obviously, probably alongside Pakistan, form team of the tournament. So I think this is probably England's I think this will be the toughest test that they face. I think they still win. So I've got England to win. And I'm actually going to go the captain, who's obviously been under a lot of pressure recently with his form coming into the tournament, but got a nice 40-odd the other day alongside Butler. I think he's building nicely. And I think, that South Africa openers, they've got some decent wheels and a little bit about them, like Norche is bowling rockets. And you got Rabada in there as well, who's a naughty little bowler. So I reckon they might just knock the top off England, and Butler, you can't, when it rains it pours, and I don't know, Butler, you've had a bit of time, so he might go early here, and I'm picking Ian Morgan, top run scorer. England win.
Nice little.
That's my name. That's my story.
Very nice. What have we got, Windles?
Yeah, just before I do that, here's a little stat from 3 days ago in the World Cup. So 27 games were played, 19 wins from the team batting second. So very interesting around your thought around the teams not actually pushing in those, the team batting first, not pushing. It's showing because they're getting mowed down most of the time. So that's a high percentage really. There you go, lads. Stew on that. My one here, I've got England at $1.42 to win head to head with, look, Dawood Malan again. He was number 1 ranked. Same theory with me and Conway here, and probably Kohli. Class is permanent sort of thing. Milan, if they might drop him, to be fair though. But if they don't, at $8, there's some value there for him batting at 3 and getting the job done.
Friend of the show, Dawood Malan.
I'm not sure how that's.
He's one of my friends. Yeah.
How do you know?
He's from Taranaki or fucking
No, he's friend of the show and Ireland's friend, so he's my friend too. And so is Josh Butler actually. Josh Butler, funny story, bought me a drink in Danny Doolan's a few years back. Him, Freddie Flintoff, myself, and the Big Sniff were out out on a night out. I digress.
Fuck
But,
off.
he bought a $700 round, I think, from memory, at Danny Doolan's. After
And you
they
were there?
played. Yeah, mate, I was there. I was part of the team.
My
I
God.
was part of the furniture. mate.
Freddie Flintoff, were you sniffing his
Yeah.
bottom the whole time?
No, I was too busy having fun with Joss. Me and Joss, best mates.
I am.
Joss,
jealous.
if you're listening, mate, g'day. Good to see you going well.
You won't tag him when we post this. Anyway, keep
He
going.
won't know who I am, to be fair. So anyway.
Yes, and you tell me to fucking shut up? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I have good stories.
Yeah, geez. I've gone England to win. They look bloody good, and Josh Butler is creaming it at the moment, and I can see him going on with it. $4.50. How good? A couple other games going on, but we'll move on to a quiz, I believe.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, so there's a few games overnight before we go. So Australia, I think Bangladesh are about to start. Let's bring that up. Yeah, Australia, Bangladesh in a couple of hours. So this will come out after that. And Sri Lanka and West Indies, again, this will come out after that. All righty, quiz time, lads. You may make up your own buzzer. I need it to be something different than last time. Get creative. Len.
Get creative.
Beninya.
All right, thanks for that. Stoby.
I'm gonna go with yeehaw, because I keep backing donkeys at the moment.
Yeah, very nice, mate. Alrighty, lads, I've got 8 questions for you here. It's kind of current events, sport at the moment. Hopefully, some things that you guys will know. Now, not all of them are like buzzer. There's, I think, one of them that's not buzzer based. It might be just closest to, but the rest of them will be buzzer based. And there's 2 that have a bonus point on them. Alrighty, gents. Who to date has scored the most runs in this T20 World Cup?
Beninya.
Bonus. Yeah, sorry, go, Caleb. 5.
That's actually quite tough.
4.
I'm going to go Mohammed Rizwan. Fuck.
All right, Stoby. I just want to hear.
Josh Butler.
And bonus point if you can.
Fuck, I should have backed my boy.
Bonus
Butler.
point if you can tell me exactly how many runs he scored.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to go with...
Can I get it?
3. I'm going to go with a...
Come on, mate. It's not test cricket.
192.
Nope.
230.
214.
Wasn't too far off.
What'd you say, Len?
213.
Shit, that's good. All right, lads. In the news this week, the Penrith Panthers have had what happened?
What is my name? What's my number? Is me anyway. Tyrone
No,
May.
no.
He's fucking binned him off.
No, you did the wrong calling.
Yeah, you can't use my buzzer.
Go,
I'm
say your
confused.
Say your buzzer.
It gets confusing when I'm a donkey.
All right, go.
Tyrone May got binned off.
Yeah, thanks, Stoby. 2-0.
Oh,
I didn't even know.
fucking
I didn't even
peanut.
know that. That's fucking
It's
Yeah, so-
bullshit.
Yeah, so Tyrone May was a naughty boy and was put on like a good behaviour bond for 3 years, and he's come out. What he's actually been binned off for is a social media post kind of referencing it. Not actually that bad, but in the scheme of things, it was just the good behaviour bond that he broke. And then Cleary's come out and, on his story going, I'll support you no matter what, brother. It's like, come on, mate, you're the face of the game. And what you're supporting is not the best if you look into that as to why. All right, lads, next one. Who has the most wickets in the World Cup right now?
Meow.
Yeah. No, do your thing, man. Do your buzzer.
It's too fucking hard. I can't make it. It's real hard to fucking come up with.
We'll do something, make something else
just
up,
let
though.
him. Just let him. fucking
Meow.
do it.
I'm just
All right,
gonna
meow.
take
All
my
right,
own.
go then.
Well, no,
He's a
you're already up
pussy.
2-0 anyway, you fucking peanut. And one of both of them I've given you the answers to. Anyway, who's taken the most wickets? That's a good question. I don't.
Quit
actually know.
stalling and just answer the question, you peanut.
I actually have no clue.
A quick pod's a good pod, mate. Come on.
Fuck, I don't actually know. I got no clue.
Let's go someone.
Fuck, I don't even know who the bowlers are.
Stoby.
Tim Southey.
No.
Salvi. Shaheen Afridi, or whatever his name is.
No, De Silva
No,
here
he
is
hasn't taken
14 from Sri Lanka.
It's the fucking Sri
shit.
Lankan dude.
Oh, but does that count? Is that including all his preset?
I don't know. I just checked the cricket
Oh,
info thing.
that's including games against like fucking
All right, but did you even?
Papua New Guinea?
All right, we'll bring it up after this to see if you're even close to make this
Yeah, I don't
worthwhile.
think anyone's got 14 wickets in the game. It's like,
Oh no,
Hey,
De
I don't
Silva
think-
does. De Silva does.
All right, fuck you guys. I do all the
should
prep
have
for
gone. Should have
this.
gone Rangana Hera.
You guys suck. I do all the prep, and this is what I get. All right, pricks. Who won Celebrity Treasure Island, New Zealand?
Oh, I don't know. Who's? I don't. I couldn't even name one person on that fucking show.
Yeah, who?
It's that. Is it that like skinny white comedian dude? Did he win it?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris. Chris, I get the point because I named him.
What's his last name?
I described him. Chris Hipkins.
I was going to say Pratt, but it's not Pratt. It's he's gay and he's got glasses.
It doesn't. Okay, yeah. Chris Parker. You guys both don't get a point.
That's bullshit. I described him. I just didn't know the kid's name.
Anyway, who has the most sixes in the World Cup?
Yeah. Josh Butler.
And how many does he have?
He has 6.
He has 12. You get 1 point. Well done.
I was going to say 13. Wanker.
No, so it does include, I'll quickly backtrack here. So this includes 7 matches. So there hasn't been 7 matches. There should be, 4 matches have been played by each team. Even then, none of you are close because Shane.
No, it'll be the Afghanistan you go.
No, it's not. It's that you're naughty, mate. He's got 8.
Who's naughty, mate?
Oh, Norcha. Anton, the South African dude.
Yeah, he's first in terms of the amount of games played at the actual World Cup, not qualifiers.
Mm.
There you go. Shane Sharda-Freedy's only got 5 wickets compared to that guy's 8.
He got 3 in the first, and he's on fuck all after that.
Yeah. So anyway, fuck this. All right. So, what world rugby record? That's a tongue twister. What world rugby record are the All Blacks on track to break this year?
Oh, fucking meow.
Yes.
100 test tries in a calendar year.
Yeah, most tries in a calendar year. So they're currently on 82, and 92 is the record by the Pumas in like 03, 04. So they need 93 to break it.
Yeah.
Well done. All right, tournament sixes. How many? Closest number 2. So tournament sixes.
Meow.
Sure. You just say it. Just say it.
I said Eeyore.
It's both. It's whoever's closest.
96. 96.
No, you're a fucking idiot. It's like 200 and something.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah. So what is yours, Caleb?
200 and something.
Yeah, you got it. 278.
I was
Suck
close.
my willy.
Oh, you still lost the quiz.
Alrighty, last question.
Oh, still
On the Weet-Bix stat attack cards, you know, the ones you get in the Weet-Bix boxes for the All Blacks, who and how many has the most Weet-Bix eaten at a time? So what's the number? And sorry, so the pointers for the number, and then if you get bonus point for saying whose name's on it.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Damien McKenzie and 12.
So a skinny white bloke. Oh, you got the number, you prick. So it's 12. All right, well done.
Wait, is it Damien McKenzie as well?
No, it's not Damien McKenzie.
Oh fuck! I was going to say that is unbelievable.
What do you go on? Have a guess of who's the name then, Caleb.
Anton Leonard-Brown.
No, his is like I think 8. No, it was Lomu with 12 on the Legends card. Caleb Clark and Carl Tuanukuafe.
Fair enough.
There you go. There's your quiz.
I could pongo 12.
All right.
I used to pongo 8 on a daily morning.
All right, mate. Thanks for telling us how.
We're talking about Weet-Bix. Yeah.
12 what?
Carry on.
Anyway, alrighty, lads. That was the quiz. Look, I didn't write down the scores, but at the end of the day, Stobie smoked Caleb, and that's all you need to know. So well done, Stobie.
Thank you. I will be here all week.
You.
I am.
Alrighty, lads. Right. Let's move on UFC, and let's get some UFC done.
Yeah, fuck the quizzes. UFC 268 this weekend, and the 3 main fights are going to be beauties. The first is Justin Gaethje up against Michael Chandler. Both these guys are coming off of losses, with Gaethje getting fucking pongoed by Khabib when the last time he fought, and Chandler got fucking dropped by Charles Oliveira as well. So Chandler obviously coming across from, what's that other one called? Battletron or something? What's the other fucking
is it
fighting?
Bellator,
there you go. Battletron, that's your horse, Toby. Bellator. Coming across from Bellator, and I think he's like 3-time champion over there or something. But and then obviously demoed Dan Hooker. but Gaethje did the same and demoed Hooker as well. So no surprise that these two meet, but they'll probably play off, and the winner will probably go on to contest for the championship, I would imagine. We'll quickly pick a winner and method. I've actually gone the upset. I've gone Michael Chandler by submission. And I actually had only picked Michael Chandler head to head, and that was paying 265. So you chuck a submission in there, and it's probably paying closer to fours. So that's value. Toby, who have you got, mate?
I've gone. Is it Gaethje? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, the bro's going to win by KO. He's going to knock him out real quickly within the first 2 or 3 rounds. Easy. Bish bosh batch, just like me.
Nice. What's that paying?
$2 value.
Shock. Stevie back in favourites again. Jackie, what have you got for us, bro?
Yeah, I've got Chandler for knockout at 550. I see an upset here. I actually haven't forgot to reach out to the boys who followed a bit closer, but I'm going to try and bring up what your stats were while I kind of stall here. But yeah, no, look, I think there'll be a few knockouts this week. So starting at 550, I think is a bit of value for an upset here.
So my one will go more than fours then.
But
so Gaethje has a massive height advantage. So I think Gaethje's about 5'11". Chandler's like a little fucking midget at like 5'4" or something. So he's gonna have to close the distance and get on the inside and probably wrestle him. Chandler's a fucking gun wrestler from memory. So it'll be quite a good one.
Chandler by submissions 13s, mate.
Oh, fucking oath, pay the rent.
Fuck, you love some roughies at the moment.
Yeah, mate, I'm going to get on the old roughies. Hey, Stevie, how good was my roughie an hour ago that ran that I tipped you guys?
Yeah, like I said, you're a wanker, and you called us wankers for not getting on it, and you didn't even tip it to us. Just show us what sort of bloke you are. Oh, man, mate,
flying Evelyn came flying home at 17.
And you told no one.
He told no one. We literally, Christy was like, "Oh, who's on the next? Who's on the next race?" And he goes, and Len just doesn't reply, and then $17 donkey storms home, and he goes, "Oh, fuck you, wankers! Should have picked that one." Well, yeah, nice one,
Such a prick. Bring back Christy.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Much more of a team player.
In the second fight, Rose Namajunas versus Whaley Zhang. These guys are meeting for the second time. They fought earlier this year, and Namajunas like fucking roundhouse flying kicked her in the face and knocked her out in about the first 60 seconds, I think, or just early on in the first minute of the fight. It was unreal. I remember sitting there watching it. I think that might have been the fight that I fainted in, Jack.
Yeah.
But no, anyway, I digress. But yeah, look, I guess this one actually is probably going to be pretty hard to pick because of how quickly the first fight ended. So it's interesting to see how this rematch will go. It's a bit of a clash of styles. Namajunas is quite smooth operator who uses her range and gets in with a bit of striking power and just tries to pick her opponents apart, whereas Whaley, or Zhang as we'll call her, tends to be a bit more on the press, looks to overwhelm and just go hard with power and aggression. So it'll be real early. It'll be a real interesting one to see. I've got Namajunas to back up her first round knockout with another TKO. I think she's fighting an unreal form at the minute and just seems to be a class above. So I actually don't know what that's paying. I only had it
450, mate. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, fella. Yeah, obviously very impressive. That last fight all over quickly. Not that I know a thing about fighting, but that'll be really interesting to see if Zhang can kind of stick to the normal game plan of being on the aggressive after the fact that didn't go so well last time, and whether, going again, if there's fear of that, or whether a change in style becomes vulnerable to that again. But I just see, I think Rose will win anyway, but I've got it by knockout as well. Yeah,
nice. Stobie, what do you know?
Not a lot, to be honest, but I've gone apparently because you guys are giving some insight, and I'm just going to go Zing Zong Zhang knockout $4.
Zing Zong Zhang fucking cancelled. See you later.
Oh my god, that's like the 5th race that's been mocked today.
I wasn't supposed to be. That wasn't a racist thing. You guys are taking it that way.
We got the Japs, we got the frogs, we got the leprechauns, and we got Zing Zong Zhang.
I genuinely wasn't meant to be, but hey, you'll
get
take
on
it.
the calming teas, boys. Oh,
and in the main event, we've got the Nigerian Nightmare.
Oh, I thought that's not how you pronounced it last time. But anyway. Windless hiding.
Stovey.
Windless I do not want to be associated.
As Stovey described him, Stovey looked up a photo of Kumara, of the Kumara Usman, before the potty to find out who he is and what he looks like, and goes, "Oh, that's a beep beep."
Well, that's a big black man. And no way his name's Kumara.
Yeah, it's bro, Kumara Usman.
Well, to be fair,
it's the sweet potato.
He looks like he's been eating some Kumaras. That is a serious.
He's a big boy, isn't he?
He's a big brother. He's a beast.
Fucking jacked. But anyway, he meets the Colby Cheese Covington. And these guys have met before, and Kumara just smoked him basically. Well, no, to be fair, it was like a fairly close fight, I think. But in the end, Usman broke his jaw in the last round, I think it was, and that was good night, nurse. Covington, he's not a bad fighter, to be fair. Relies a lot on his cardio, wrestling, and volume as well to try and overwhelm his opponents. But I mean, he's good at those things. But the problem is that none of those seem to trouble Usman, and Usman is just way too good, and it's about as good as it gets. So Usman by TKO for me, 250. Lock it in. Jack.
Yeah, nice. Look, I was really torn between by points or just because of how late the last one went, and it's limited research, but I was just a bit torn because he's had mixed results like that. But I'm going to go knockout as well at 250 and join you there. Not enough knockouts last week, so let's see it happen, eh?
Well, I've gone with Usman, the Kumara man, to knock the bro out at 250, and the reason really being is the bro is a Kumara versus a Colby Cheese. Colby Cheese. The Kumara is definitely going to win. He's big. He's going to sort him out. Bish, bosh, and bash.
To be fair, considering you only just learned who that bloke was an hour ago, I'm proud of your research there, mate. Well done.
Thanks.
Very, very good. Stovey, we're off to the track again, mate, running around. Who you got this week for us?
Oh, hee-haw. Hopefully not donkeys. But anyway, what do we got? Horses. Yeah, we got some naughty little horses running around. We'll keep this pretty short and sharp. There is Nature Strip running around in a Group 1. Should really be a free Group 1 for the bro. J-Mac is running rampant in Flemington.
And that field's just quietly fucking shit house compared to fucking Nature Strip, mate.
Yeah.
That thing should pongo them at $1.30.
Yeah, it should really just be a little multi filler for the boys, to be honest. So it should be a shoey. But other than that, some naughty horses. We've obviously got Zaaki running around, who I think might be tipped out by a few of the boys. But again, should be far too good. But hey, we'll kick into it. What do we got, boys? We'll go. Let's change things up a little bit. We'll go best each, and then we'll go next best, and we'll finish off with the roughies. Nice. What do we got there, Windles? What's your best bet for the sesh on Saturday?
Yeah, look, I don't think anyone will see this one coming, and I doubt you boys are on this too. So it's original info here. We've got race 8 at Flemington. We've got Zaaki at. No. Have you heard of Zaaki? Gun, bro. Anyway, look, J-Mac on board, best jockey by far at the moment, and Zaaki we're ready to go after being scratched a couple of weeks ago. At 245, get amongst it.
Nice, mate. Nice.
Very.
Len, have you gone too far from that one?
Yeah, my best is also in Flemington, and it's also in race 8. And just like Len, she's back. Zaaki, baby.
Oh my God, copy me.
And aside from the fact that she's 240 and provides great value, just like Len, fucking get on her, because this is as good as you'll get to a sure thing. Go the lads.
Yeah, I've also gone the same. I just think obviously scratch the other week. There was a few issues with it, but I just can't see it losing. It's got to be too good for that lot. And with J-Mac on 245, like I said the other week when they were offering $3 for him, the last 2 starts have been $1.30 a piece. So to get 240, it's just outrageous. So go the lads. We'll go back to you, Len, for your next best.
My next best is still at Flemington, and it's in race 2, and it's a horse called Dr. Drill. Brett Preble aboard, and he's been racing in unreal form, as you will know, Stovey, because as we mentioned earlier, an hour ago, $17 donkey comes storming home, flying Evelyn, and guess who was riding her? Brett Preble all the way home, or Pebble, as you like to call him. But no, look, Dr. Drill, all things aside, second in the Geelong Cup behind Charlie Rose, who's just running the Melbourne Cup, and Dr. Drill was also off to Graves earlier, maybe I think maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. So, you know, she's raced against some really, really good horses and comes in good form, meets an easier field and smaller field as well, in my opinion. So should eat this up, the 2,500, I believe. Only carrying 56 kgs and at $4.80 looks like jam.
Nice, mate. Very good. Brett Preble, he is naughty. Yeah, nice. Windles, what do you got?
Yeah, Len, good to see you pick your own horse this time. I'm at Rosehill Race 3. I'm with, what's the name of this person? Shibley. Been following this horse for a while now. Last run was a forgive, needed extra distance, and now it's got another 200 meters. Was flying before its last run, so at $2.70. At $2.70, in my opinion, this is a fantastic. No, it's going to be good at $2.70.
You're like those presidents or like the newsreaders. You got like your screen in front of you, like reading it word for word.
I'm quite presidential, so thank you, Stobie.
You're right, mate. Nice, I like it. For just to add to your Shibley, he was actually due to run at Flemington and got scratched. So, not a bad shout from you, Windles. Well done, mate. Thank you, man, in the stand for that one. My next goes by the name of Blesko, and it runs at Rosehill Race 10. Its name is actually Blesk, paying $4. Nice. I followed it since it ran fresh, and it was a bit unlucky not to get the dub, to be honest. Hugh Bowman, the butcher.
Yeah, Bowman, the butcher on it.
And then managed to run a peach with old Kieran at McAvoy, which was naughty, and was obviously on it then. And now at $4 favorite, gets a bit of extra distance. I think can only go well. So $4.
Is McAvoy aboard again?
No, we got Tommy Berry, so not too bad. Yeah, Tommy Berry on board, and that should be a dry track, so that should suit as well. So
nice.
Fingers crossed. The draw, everything points to some value for the fellas. Yeah, nice. Speaking of value, we've got some roughies, and I'm quite excited. Len obviously found one last week. I don't know if anyone's heard, but Len found a roughie. Anyone heard? Len found a roughie. But anyway, what do we got? We'll save you for last, Len, just because, you know, I'm sure you're fizzed up for it. Windles, what do you got? What's your roughie, mate? What do you got? Coming in
at Flemington Race 5. Look, been following this horse for a while now, and I like it a lot in this race. Back to Mia's company now, so it's I have no idea what the rest means. Anyway, is Zaydani?
Zaydani, yeah, nice.
Zaydani at 11s is where my pick goes.
Cool. I like it. Yeah. No. So just to give you there was just a link behind Duace, who's a bit of a beast, and also Floating Artist is 2 lengths off Floating Artist, who just ran 4th in the Melbourne Cup. So nice, Windles. I like it. Good. Len.
Oh, you weren't not saving me for last?
No, I'll go. All right, I'll go. I'll save you for last, since apparently you're the only one who can pick a roughie. I've gone with Flemington Race 4, O President. 14s and 440 to place. Second up, last prep beat Hilal just over a length, which is pretty good form. Hilal obviously came out and won a couple of naughty races the last couple of weeks, beating the likes of Coast Watch. So pretty good form, potentially on a good track. Might not suit, but gets J-Mac, Chris Waller. It's, you know, how can you go wrong with that at 14? So that's my name, that's my story. Presidential. Well, hopefully, O President can storm us home.
Not bad. Well, my old mate Just a Canter's running again on the weekend. I can't remember what race or where, but he's only at 8s this week, and I think he goes out to about the 1400. So I'm not too sure whether he'll have the legs in him to go the distance and back it up, but we will wait and see. But he is not my roughie. My roughie is a horse running at Rosehill, running in race 7, called Mount Brilliant. Now, explain to me this. Tim Clark rode Ojai, who is also in this race, and won on debut at the Kirkham Plate. And that horse was paying, Ojai on debut was paying about 9 or 10s to win. Now, he jumps off that horse to ride this horse, Guy Waterhouse and Adrian Bott trained. It's a $17 donkey. It's on debut. I'll tell you why it's going to win, because it's trained by Guy Waterhouse and Adrian Bott, and Tim Clark's aboard. And it's got some real nice sectionals. And I think it's a very inexperienced field. And I think it's a great each way play at 17s and 450. I think it could run a really, really bold race later on in the day. So Mount Brilliant, you heard it here first. Tim Clark aboard. Go the lads.
What race was that, Len?
Rosehill race 7, I believe.
Nice. No, I'm just having a gaze. Looked at, says it won a trial, so I wanted to see if there was anything.
Yeah, so it won its last trial, and trial before that was 4th, I think, and the horse that won that wasn't too far off Old Jai. So yeah, it'll be an interesting race, and it's definitely a roughie, because I haven't seen, obviously it's on debut, so you know it's going to be hard to pick a horse on debut, but you know sometimes you just get a feeling, and sometimes you're running hot, and we'll wait and see. But you'll hear all about it, no doubt, if he or she gets up. I can't remember whether it's a he or a she, but go the lads. We're all binary here.
Who cares if it wins?
Very nice. Very nice work. Yeah. Sorry, phone call came in. I think you might have heard that come through.
It's just rude, really.
On the mic. Look, well done, lads. Stobie, you want to round off anything on ponies? Are you good there?
Nah, you know, like I think that'll do us for ponies. There might be a few others that might go up on the gram later on, but you know, hopefully we can get some dubs for the team out there, our little group of weekend warriors.
Fantastic. Yeah, and if you've got any tips or anything you want to send us, we love it, especially me, because I won't be able to pick for myself or cannot. So no, love it, and yeah, great engagement as always. Thank you to your listeners out there, especially if we can get up a multi on the ABs this week, because that money is going into a pot to try and do our first event, potentially either a golf day or a lawn bowls. Watch Caleb's own pie. What do you got to say?
I've already spent it.
Ah, fuck. All right. So
spent it on beers.
Anyway, so anyway, no, it will go towards like either a golf day or a bowls day, something like that. So
like, fuck it, well, that was my $20, and that's now my $200.
I'm trying to round this thing off. No, we're going to try and do some shit, if you don't mind, and
pick the try score as well,
interrupting while I'm speaking. So yeah, look, we'll try and do some stuff. We've got some cool stuff coming off. Got some singlets that we're going to do a trial run on, and as I said, we'll give away 2 of them, and then if you want to get in touch for them as well, thank you very much to Sam Dashfield, 17 Design, I believe. Thank you very much for what you've done on our top so far in the singlets. Again, jump on Instagram, jump on the bandwagon. If I can chat to us, we've got nothing better to do with our lives, so we want to chat to you. As always, go the Weekend Warriors.
Crack a couple beers, we'll talk about the sport, maybe some other things, don't take us to court. The Weekend Warriors.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that the song says "Don't take us to court," because fucking hell, the amount of shit that comes out of our mouths, we could go to court very easily.
Let me stop the YouTube. See you.